You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. Traffic was built up and detoured after a tractor-trailer flipped onto its side along Route 93 earlier today in Sugarloaf Township. A tractor-trailer driving north on Route 93 attempted to turn and enter the on-ramp of I-81 South around 11 this morning when it slowly overturned until it hit the pavement. Sugarloaf Police, Penn State Hazleton Campus Police, and Sugarloaf Fire Company responded to that rollover and directed traffic away from the scene as they cleaned up debris and removed the tractor-trailer. First responders say the driver was okay and didn't sustain major injury.
We're going to have to check the load up. As of now, it looks like the load shifted, and that caused the rollover. They're trying to get the diesel out of the truck right now, so it could be a couple hours. Yeah, hard to say. I hate to put a time on that. As of now, again, it just looks like the load shifted, and that caused it.
First responders were also addressing a small diesel leak, and the road was expected to reopen by 8 this evening. New regulations for the parades and public gatherings may be on the horizon for the city of Hazleton by the end of the year. Administrators will continue to work with council to develop the regulations for any special events, public gatherings, or parades. According to Mayor Jeff Cassatt, the ordinance in development may be ready for review of the first reading come July. Prior to that, he said that alongside council, he wants to continue developing a draft that would account for other factors, such as fees or deposits to ensure that parks and playgrounds remain free of litter, the difference of reserving a facility or granting exclusive rights to it, noise pollution, and more. City Council meets once per month during the summer, and the mayor says that the regulations could be approved as soon as August. Pittston police arrested a man from Duryea after he allegedly tried to assault another man with a golf club during a road rage incident. According to police, David Piccola was riding his bicycle on North Main Street when he was almost struck by a vehicle driven by 36-year-old Brian D'Amico. The two exchanged words before D'Amico allegedly followed Piccola, attempting to hit him several times before Piccola stopped at a service station where D'Amico allegedly struck him several times with a golf club. D'Amico was charged with aggravated assault, possessing instruments of crime, reckless endangerment, and numerous traffic violations. He was taken to Luzerne County Prison for lack of $20,000 bail. A school bus was involved in a crash early Wednesday morning in one part of Schuylkill County. A Mahanoy area bus was transporting students to the Vo-Tech school when it veered off Route 924 in Frackville. The bus driver rode along an embankment before eventually coming to a stop when it knocked over a sign. Fortunately, the driver and students were not injured during the crash. However, the bus sustained damage and had to be towed away from the scene. Ongoing road repairs and paving work at the Francis E. Walter Dam may impact some access sites. The motorboat launch will only be accessible from the Route 940 side of the dam, while the kayak launch remains accessible from the Bear Creek Road side of the dam. The road across the top of the dam is closed for work that's scheduled to continue through July 1st, as well as no traffic between Bear Creek Road and Route 940. Then from July 1st through the 30th, contractors will be working on road shoulders, sealing cracks, and cleaning the site. The public will be able to travel across the dam and access all areas, but there will be lane restrictions. Here's a heads up for drivers who use the Turnpike late at night. The Turnpike started closing one surface plaza each night until June 11th for an hour between midnight and 4 a.m. So be sure to plan accordingly on any upcoming trips. During that time frame of closures, a new system will be installed in order to help truckers find parking, which had been in short supply nationwide, partly due to so many trucks being on the roads. With COVID-19 vaccines globally circulating, many are starting to ask, do I need to get tested for COVID-19 if I'm vaccinated? According to the newest CDC guidance, individuals can skip routine testing and don't need to quarantine if they're fully vaccinated, even if they've been exposed to someone who was sick. That is, unless they start to develop COVID-19 symptoms such as fever, cough, and fatigue. Recent studies show that vaccinated people face very little risk of serious disease, so even if you get an infection, they're less likely to spread it to others, and any symptoms will likely be milder. Screening is still recommended for people working or living in higher risk areas for outbreaks such as homeless shelters, prisons, and hospitals, returning from a flight abroad, and so on. The public is invited to roll up their sleeves and donate blood at an upcoming Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton blood drive. Our Julie Stefanovich has the details.
The need for blood goes on no matter what the season. Blood supplies are used to help save the lives of accident victims, surgical patients, as well as cancer patients. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton hosts blood drives year-round.
We have one coming up on June 16th. It's a Wednesday, and it is located at our Business and Education Center on the hospital campus.
LVHN encourages people to give blood in order to save lives.
You know, there's just such a shortage of blood, and we really could use the support of the community.
Signing up to donate for the upcoming drive is quick and easy.
You can go to giveapint.org, because we work with Miller Keystone Blood Centers, which also supply our local hospital and many other local hospitals with our blood supply. So it's very important. So you can sign up by giveapint.org, or you can call me directly, Lisa Marie, at 570-501-4249 to schedule.
Alecki reminds people who donate whole blood on a regular basis that there is a 56-day waiting period before they can give again.
There is an e-screen that you can also complete after midnight of the day of the blood drive, that you can actually fill out all that questionnaire stuff online, making it easy for you when you come. Then you can just go right in and give blood.
And if you've never donated before, the process is safe and painless.
I've been doing it since I've been 18 years old. I'm doing it consistently. It does not hurt. It's like a little mini medical checkup, because they do your blood pressure and everything else. So it's good for you, and it saves a lot of lives. So.
Appointments are required for the June 16th blood drive. So to schedule, visit giveapint.org or call Lisa Marie at 570-501-4249. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
And coming up on WYLN News, details on this weekend's Art Youth Expo in Hazleton. Plus, let's talk Duke basketball. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Go Hog Wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Mazda, Greater Hazleton. You want to get the most reliable car according to Consumer Reports? You want the largest selection in the area? Check out these new Mazdas. We have 2021 Mazda CX-5s. We have 2021 Mazda CX-30 all-wheel drives. Come on down to the better dealership to get the better car and the most reliable car in the market. You could come see us. They beat Toyota and Lexus. Come to 508 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazleton. Check them out online at blazealexander.com.
The Hazleton Art League will be holding their annual Art Youth Expo this weekend. The fun-filled weekend will kick off Friday night from 5 to 10 at 31 West Broad Street and again on Saturday, June 5th from 1 until 6 p.m. The annual event celebrates the work of 13 to 30-year-old artists with a world-class exhibit and, not to mention, cash prizes for those artists. The event will include a gallery show gala, performers, delicious food, giant community art projects, live art being created, live music, a poetry slam, and more. The Hazleton Art League invites everyone to come out and join them for their fun-filled weekend. As has been the case all season, the undefeated Hazleton area baseball team continued their dominating sweep at home once again last night against Wilkes-Barre area and came out on top. The Cougars had an 11-3 victory over the Wolfpack last night to take home the District 2-4 Class 6A championship title. Hazleton area will now face the third-place team from District 1 in the opening round of the PIAA tournament on Monday at a District 2 site still to be determined. The Cougars will roll into Monday with a 22-game undefeated record. Will they make it to 23? We sure hope so. And we wish them the best of luck. Go Cougars. Our WYLN sports crew is proud to present you live local Little League baseball. Buy the peanuts and the Cracker Jacks for our live game of the week as Jimmy's Quick Lunch takes on E&B Construction. Tune in tonight at 6 o'clock for all the live local action right here on WYLN TV, your home for live local sports. That game will also be rebroadcast Saturday at noon. WYLN's all-time OT hero Marty Burns has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off season across our viewing area. So let's talk sports.
Reports are out that Duke head boys basketball coach Mike Krzyzewski will step down after the 2022 campaign and retire from head coaching. And he'll be replaced by one of his former players, as reports go, Jon Scheyer. And one of the things that I'll find very interesting, and I've never been a Coach K fan, I always thought he was a lot bigger than the game, but he's had a lot of success at Duke and with the United States men's national team. I want to see how Duke responds. Will they give Jon Scheyer the leniency and the opportunity to build a program like they did for Coach K? Because there were some lean years when Coach K first took over Duke before he started getting the Final Fours and national championships and finally bringing home a national championship to Duke. Will they give the same opportunity to Jon Scheyer, or will it be one of those like the rest of these big-time college programs, 2, 3, 4 years, and if you don't give them what they feel is the best opportunity, bring in the most money to the program, would they look somewhere else? So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with the Duke basketball program in the upcoming years.
Coming up on Hazleton's News Choice, we will take a trip down to the Hillside SPCA in Community and You. Plus, leading the way into Part 4 with Tony Colombo. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
It's the dog days of summer, so keep an eye on your pooch, your cat, and other pets in your care. Just as people mind the heat, so do animals. Over the years, we've talked with professionals and authorities about keeping our furry companions safe, especially in extreme weather.
Animals should be inside. That's without a doubt, because the heat can take them down very easily. No in vehicles. As much as you love taking your dog or your cat along with you in your car, not a good time of year to do that. It's just heat builds up very quickly in a car. So therefore, it's not a good idea to take the one that you love along in your car during the summer months.
A law was passed by Governor Tom Wolf that protects police if they encounter a situation where they have to break a window in order to save the life of an animal that's been locked in a hot vehicle.
So basically, this bill protects us in case we need to break a window, use force to get into a vehicle to rescue a dog or cat in distress. It's very important to know that it protects law enforcement. It doesn't protect civilians. And I understand there's many pet lovers out there, and rightfully so, and we don't condone breaking windows, but they would be liable for that window if a civilian did break it.
If you see an animal trapped in a hot car, say something. The public is urged to contact law enforcement immediately.
When law enforcement responds, we'll try to make numerous contact with the owner any way we can. If not, if that dog needs immediate assistance, we would do what we have to do as far as gaining entry to save that animal.
Individuals found in violation can face penalties, including arrest. There's also other common sense approaches to keeping pets safe in the summertime.
Provide fresh, cool water constantly. Animals need to keep rehydrating themselves throughout the day, especially in the warm weather. Cats need water too. Make sure that they are in the shade. I mean, a little sunshine is good for everybody, even us, but sun is, even though they seem to be enjoying it, can really take them down very fast.
Watch out for household items as they can be hazardous to a pet's health.
There's always stuff in the environment that they can't eat. Antifreeze will kill a dog if it gets near it. So when you got this kind of weather, sometimes cars are breaking down, leaking things, there's fluid on the ground in the driveway. Sometimes people throw stuff in your yard that shouldn't be there. So always be cautious about your dog's surrounding and make sure you protect them as far as that goes.
And remember, pets are family too, so keep them healthy through all seasons.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazelton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. You want a great deal? You're looking for a great truck? You want a great selection? Come check us out. We've got trucks, whether you want a Warlock, a Rebel, whatever trim level you want, we've got them. We've got a plethora of Ram vehicles. We've got a plethora of Jeep vehicles. Why am I using that word? How else do you describe all this inventory? Here's the big close. Don't forget, Blaze Alexander Greater Hazelton has the lowest price guaranteed.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazelton. Everything to make your house a home.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information.
Wyln's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Tony Colombo is leading the way into part 4 of this week's series.
And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with Tony Colombo. So, as a city council member, just as a leader in the fire department, whatever it may be, what are some of the biggest achievements that you've had in your life? And what are some of the challenges that you've faced, whether it also, in the same context, be as a city council member? I'm sure there are a lot of challenges that you guys face, and as well as just, being a member of the fire department, I'm sure there are challenges there as well.
Well, actually, my achievements back in 1980, I graduated from Hazelton High School. That was an achievement. And then I went on to Luzerne County Community College, got certified as an EMT, and then wasn't happy with that. Then I went on and became certified as an EMT paramedic. So then at that point, then I was able to get involved with the fire department, work at the hospital on the paramedic unit, touching so many lives. And over my career, I actually delivered 3 babies in the back of the ambulance.
Oh, wow.
So it was a really rewarding career. When it came time to actually retire and hang up the stethoscope, it was rewarding. I delivered 3 babies in the ambulance, even though seeing people at their worst, but you felt touched because you were there for them in their time of need. A few years ago, the Hazelton Elks Lodge 200 honored me with Citizen of the Year. I was overwhelmed. I didn't feel I deserved it because there's a lot of people that do so much more for Hazelton, but they chose me, and I was honored to get that award. And the Hazelton Lions Club gave me the Frank Farrell Memorial Award. That too was a very humbling experience because I said to Andy Pisco, I said, I'm sure there's other residents, but he said, well, no, you do. And then when the pandemic hit, we were challenged, but it didn't stop. Well, I said, there's people that aren't eating. What can we do? So what we immediately did, put my name in the newspaper, and I started grocery shopping for people. If you couldn't get to the store yourself, you'd call me. I'd go to the store, get your groceries, your medicine, whatever you need, and bring it to you. So that still wasn't enough. Then we decided, well, we called Mr. Uplinger, Dr. Uplinger now. What can we do? He said, we need help delivering school lunches. We did that 3 days a week. That still wasn't enough that we felt there's more we can do. So then we started every Wednesday at Holy Rosary Church having to drive-through dinners for people that couldn't get out and couldn't cook. So that went on. We served hundreds of meals every Wednesday. And the challenge right now is pretty much getting through that pandemic. I'd like to compliment our residents. They worked with us. I know. I think we're on the stepping stone. We had the curfew, people stay at home. And I really think that's what kept our numbers low in Hazelton. And now it's time that we're starting to get out a little bit at a time. I urge our residents, come out, support our local businesses that were hit really hard for the pandemic. Go out and have a dinner, have lunch, just get back in the swing of it. But still, remember, the pandemic's not over. Practice our social distancing. If people are uncomfortable want to wear a mask, that's fine. But get vaccinated. That's the most important thing, get vaccinated.
All right, folks. Check back tomorrow as Tony continues leading the way into part 5 of our final segment of this week. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or WYLNTV.com, where you can find also about LVHN's real facts about COVID-19. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next right here on WYLN TV.